Hi folks, how we doing? Let me know if you can hear any of this. I hope you can. Should be able to. But anyway, we're just going to kind of go right to it. I don't actually think we've got anything to look at. Also got a fucker of a spot there, which is a pain. So I might need to display capture, which is great fun. I love display capturing. It makes my life so much easier. Cool. There we go. You can see how boggin our thing is. But yeah, welcome to the stream. We're going to be talking a wee bit about the election, but we're also going to be dicking around and playing a game. So that's what I've got planned. It is a treat, might I just say. It's just something fantastic. But anyway, let me know if you can hear me okay. I will just do a couple of quick posts just to get everything done. But yeah, we can just crack on. I'll just start because there we go. Oh god, the audio is so compressed. Enjoy. I fucking love this so much. It's amazing. I'm gonna take my headphones off though because the sound is a bit painful. If you want, I can turn it down, but we'll be playing this amazingly. For those who don't know, Scottish elections are tomorrow. If you are not from Scotland, then that's the context of this stream. This is just a really silly off-the-cuff one. It's really just to encourage people to go and vote. Is it proper crunchy as fuck? Is it insufferable to the point that you want to leave, or is it something that I can get away with if I turn the audio down a bit? 2 fucking years, Dylan. Holy shit. Time flies when you're having fun. Thank you so much. A little quieter would be nice to sound. I will make it a little bit quieter. How's that? Is that any better? The audio is so bad probably just because it's like compressed to shit. So I have no idea how good it'll actually play, but we'll give it a go. It's not even AWSD, it's keyboard, and it's so painful. Holy fuck! I'm so sorry to inflict this on you. Hopefully it gets better. So yeah, this is actually going to turn into a really stream heavy week. Oh, it's A to jump. So yeah, just a kind of heads up. We're going to be streaming a fair bit. Like tomorrow we're going to be streaming. We're going to be streaming for longer tomorrow. We're doing 6 till 8 on one thing, and then 8 till whenever on the old BioShock 2. No, it's not a worry at all. I'll be fine. And I'll take precaution. And if anything, it means that I have a reason if for whatever I have to cancel the Sunday stream. But we're going to be playing Resident Evil Village as well. So if you can't read the letters that are in the rings here, oh god. It's both votes SMP. So again, remember to vote in the election tomorrow. Also, whoever made this has put an incredible amount of effort in. I know it's like a kind of emulator ROM thing, but it still took a fair bit. Even the design. Ah, man. I remember playing the original Sonic on the SNES. Which is excellent. Amazing. So this is bringing back memories right here. Oh, I'm excited for Resi Village. I reckon Resi Village will be amazing. And I just hope I can run it. I forgot to get the big ring. That's it. Apparently Independence is scuppered. I didn't get the big ring. Nicola has passed Act 1. And that's the act that put the UN Convention of Rights of the Child into play. See, we can make this as political as we like. No, never. I'm excited for the election tomorrow. I'm hoping that it just does everything that we want it to do. Wiping the Tories from the face of the earth would be really good fun. Oh god, I fucked it. The dedication to put this all in one game. Oh, what? How did I get up there? Nah, never mind. I'm just gonna progress. I'm not gonna try and collect everything under the sun. I'm just enjoying the experience. How amazing, though. To be honest, I think Alba's numbers are like massively inflated. They're super confident, but they're not that big. So, I don't know. I'll be surprised if Alba gets anything. Oh god. There we go. That success. So yeah, we'll wait and see. You know, it'd be nice if the SMP rated this stream. That'd be good. Why isn't that a thing? No, need to learn to jump again. Oh. What the fuck? Okay. I didn't have any rings. Shit. You say that, but like, how many of them were legitimate accounts is another thing you've kind of got to ask. Holy shit, why am I so bad? It's because I don't have any rings. That's the issue. Okay, now I've got... Ah, shit. Oh no. Oh. Oh no. Yeah, I mean, look, Dylan, of course Alipop are gonna do that. Like, they're charlatans, really. They're all fucking... All the worst people in one party is actually kind of good for the SMP on the basis of, oh, those spikes hurt. That's not good. Oh. Hey, Iron Brew, how you doing? Welcome to the stream, and thank you very much for subscribing. That's 3 months. That means you get to level up. We still haven't had that conversation about the shields. To be honest, the biggest thing tomorrow will be turnout, so make sure you're really encouraging everyone, you know, friends, family, you name it, to go out and vote. That's the key bit. Also, thanks to all who were in the SMP and the SMP stream and doing the Iron Brew, oh fuck, the Iron Brew emotes and stuff. That was really cool. It was cool to see. Oh, what was that? What was that? Go back! Come on! Did something not just drop there? I'm sure I thought box just dropped or something. Never mind. Oh, this is the fight, isn't it? Oh, shit. It's got a Union Jack. And it's blonde. Oh, no. Well, let's wait. Yes. Fucking Ringy. That's me. Destroyed the Union. Take that. And in doing so, we've saved all of Scotland's wildlife. Amazing. If only it were quite so easy. Yeah, I feel that. Oh, we're in. That's the top of Calton Hill there. Oof. Can't believe that you've now got me seriously. I mean, I say seriously playing. Of course, I'm seriously playing it, but I'm now treating it like I would play Dark Souls. Holy shit! We need to mod Nicola Sturgeon into Dark Souls. The most OP character. Dark Souls easy mode with Nicola Sturgeon. Wait, what? How the fuck did I get up there? Unless it's a jump from here, maybe? Nah, no way am I getting that. I'm confused. I'm confused and I can't climb up a hill. Just making in the character creator. I mean, yeah, that's true. Nah. Am I just objectively bad at this game now? Oh. Okay. Oh, thank you for contributing to the XCOM challenge. That's good. I'm not gonna say I'd forgotten about that, but that could be our Sunday stream. Although I kind of want to ride the Resident Evil hype a bit. That's totally why I'm streaming it on Friday. It'll be the most saturated game on Twitch by far, but who knows? We'll ride that wave, baby. We'll ride that wave all the way to Iron Brew sponsoring me. Right, how the fuck are you supposed to get up here? I'm sorry. This is as far as you can get in the game. I am banned. Oh god. Oh god. Oh god. Oh, it's all gone horribly wrong. Okay, so is it enough? Is it like enough speed here? No, it's not. It's not enough speed there at all. Nah. Okay, so that's me being a big fucking idiot. What? Oh wow, I've opened the debugger. Well, that's it, folks. The Union has won. Although, I'd like to say that the emulator fucked me a wee bit there. Right. I'm gonna have to play from the start again. I'll just do this until the end of the stream. Yeah, I think that's the general premise of of Sonic. That's the general premise of Sonic. Someone better clip some of this, by the way. I want it to. I'm gonna put it on the old YouTube or something. I don't know. I should really start posting Twitchies clips on Twitter. That's what I should do. Cause I see every big Twitch person does that. They're like, here's this really funny Twitch clip. And then Twitch UK, like, pure promotes folk who are, like, really not funny. Ah, yes. I love that the flowers are, like, thistles, at least some of them are. That's a really cool addition. Oh, God. I swear to God, I've got absolutely no idea what the original Sonic music soundtrack sounds like. Because, you know, it's... I've heard it compressed in so many different forms that I've got no idea now. I miss the big-ass ring every single time. But we did it anyway. Look at us go. just, just ridiculous. Love it. Oh. I can't. Okay. Sorry, this is me just clipping random stuff. I'll find something that's good, right? There'll be something good in here. Ah, shit. What's the 3 stars for? There's a 2k max depending on the, like, donation. I think it's like, it's 2k, it's like an additional 2k per stream. So you can, like, oh, was it Link Protect? Oh, sorry, Dylan. Oh no. You know what? See if this gets retweeted by Nicola Sturgeon. This would be amazing. We'll get a really good clip. I will jump on Premiere Pro and I'll find a way to, like, make it perfect. Make it perfect, haha. Yes, Premiere Pro, Sky. I was just thinking of making, like, cutting something from here and making a kind of a collage. Yeah, that's what I'll do. Right, chat, we need good bits. We need good bits for this clip thing, okay? We need it. It's just amazing. Whoever put this together just did such a great job at it. Oh, I totally didn't know what I was doing there. All I did was jump and hope for the best. See, I jump and hope for the best, but the SMP actually have a really good manifesto. They've got it all planned out. Well, we'll beat Eggman a bit. We'll beat Eggman again. Oh, I'm the one that provides the content. Oh dear. Don't think we ever agreed that. Boris Johnson. Oh God. Right. Time to jump. Hey, thanks very much for the cheers, Katie. I appreciate it. Oh man, this bit always gets me as well. This bit always gets me as if I'm, like, trying to speedrun. Nicola Sturgeon independent speedrun. Let's go. Oh God. Hey Dylan, thanks for the 100 bits. when I said we need good bits, I didn't mean throw bits at me. That wasn't the deal. Oh, okay. Okay, I can safely gather these thistles. And yeah, fun fact for those of you who don't know what the SMP like logo is, it is a thistle. So there's a fun fact that you can take in, and when you're ticking the box for the SMP tomorrow, you can be like, that's a thistle. I know that because I watched a really good stream last night. That's what you can say. Alright, let's jump over here. Ah, I forgot this horrible bit. Use the iframes to win independence. Yeah, there's thistles in the background as well. It's really good. Is for what like it's the full game as well. You can play the full game, which is just incredible. Well done to like basically everyone involved in making this. Also, I've got no idea where I'm going now, but there we go. Okay, here we go. It's Boris Johnson again. Oh! Ah, nightmare. I need at least one ring back. I say ring, it's not a ring. Ah, nah. Ah, bandit. Right, we've got... That didn't count. Nobody saw that. 0 people saw that. Oh, this is... Oh, no. What? So I don't even get the chance to get rings? That's cruel, isn't it? Oh! Yes! That's it! Union defeated! We've done it! Absolutely just destroyed it. Took them out. And now we can go on to the next level. Boris Hitless run! Yes! Fuck's sake. Right, I'll play a wee bit more of this and then we'll call it a day. Probably until I die next. We're in the marble zone. Which again, this is Calton Hill. Do 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 do. Ah, fuck. At least we know what to do this time. Is it? Okay. Okay, that's not good. Fire is not good. I need as many rings as I possibly can. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. So, what I learned last time I played this section was that if you jump into these pillars, they also kill you. For some reason. Because it makes perfect sense, obviously. Oh god, okay, there's also spikes. I've never played Sonic 1, so this is all completely new to... I mean, like... Oh. Cool. Oh, for... Right, okay. I know what I need to do now. I should play Sonic Mania. Can I ask why? Is it... I remember the only Sonic game that I've ever actually seriously played was Sonic the Hedgehog, and not Sonic. The only Sonic game I've ever played was Sonic the... no, it was Shadow the Hedgehog. Shadow the Hedgehog was the... I've just ruined this, haven't I, by pushing that into a corner. Yeah, I know. Yeah. How? I'm wondering if the box maybe respawns. It does. Haha. So what? I push that. I move this. What? Then I am so confused by what I need to do. Oh. Oh. Oh, I'm a fucking idiot. Oh my god. Oh, I need to be jailed for that. Holy. Oh my god. That's embarrassing. That is embarrassing. Oh man. Look, this was originally a SNES game, right? There's absolutely no reason for it to be good. has physics. Oh shit. Right. Nope. I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die at the hands of the bricks. Okay, some more rings. Oh. This is a lot harder than previously kind of thought. Like, the Sonic games were hard. Again. I've only went and done it again. Okay. Yeah! Oh yeah, this is, yeah. Oh yeah. oh yeah. Marble Zone Act 2. The music's just not the same in the Marble Land though, is it? And it's a shame you don't get to keep your rings from the previous level. I feel like I could really use them on account of being utterly hopeless. No! Oh, we're getting some serious platforming out of this. Oh, shit. Okay. Whew. Can I just push all of it? I can. Oh no. Go, 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 go! That was so close. Go, go, go! Yeah. This level has... Oh, Jesus Christ. This level has quite the gimmick. There we go. Get infinite health just by... I say infinite health, not really. There we go. At least that's some protection. Ooh. Oh god. This is actually really hard to control because it's just keyboard. Come on. There we go. Considering I had one life, and I've still got one life, I'm surprised with how not bad I'm doing. Oh. 1, 2, 3. Shit. There we go. Ah, shield down. game over, folks. I'm not gonna play anymore because it's just like every single level. But that was not bad. Yeah, it's going not bad. Immediate death. Right, okay. I suppose that's us more than anything. Thanks for coming to whatever the hell that was. Cool. So as those of you living in Scotland will know, the election tomorrow is super important. I'm gonna go kind of semi-serious now. We have the potential to return the sort of largest pro-independence majority that Scotland's ever had. The Tories are absolutely on the ropes. The Lib Dems look like they're going to get wiped out. The Labour look like they'll still be in third, which is really funny. And what the plan should be tomorrow is just encourage all your friends, all your family to get out and vote. Personally, I'll probably be going both votes SNP. There'll be people out there that are going both votes Green. There'll be people who are SNP 1, Green 2, because Greens aren't standing in all the constituencies. But going into just encourage as many people to turn out as possible. So turnout is going to be super important in this election. And hopefully, as we get some of the results in on Friday and on Saturday, we'll hopefully be in a really strong position to once again kind of push that independence dream that we're still got. We're still going, and I'm really excited for it. So yeah, thanks for coming along to the stream. Do you have any questions about the election before I go? I know that a lot of you probably follow me on Tumblr and stuff like that, so you've obviously heard me make the case over many many a year now. But is there any specific question relating to the election before we go? Because it's a great time to answer them now. If you're wondering what that is, that's the spot that I've annoyingly picked at. My skin was doing so well, and then stress happened. I know, it's a nightmare, but yeah, just again, turnout's the biggie. So really gun it for turnout if you can. And again, that's saying everything. Tell you about the deficit, fuck's sake. You know what? I really liked the guy on the SNP, Jamie. He basically said everything that anyone would say about the deficit, to be perfectly honest. One thing that I would say about the deficit that wasn't mentioned in the 50 seconds was that deficits aren't inherently bad anyway. The way that I view a deficit is like if a government has a surplus, it means it's deliberately not spending money on services for the people. So the majority of countries across the world actually run a deficit. And you'll always hear that, the UK deficit is in the trillions, the US deficit's in the trillions, lots and lots of, in fact, the vast majority of countries around the world run a deficit. And that's because they're spending more than they're gaining back in tax. And one of the reasons why a deficit isn't so bad, and this probably comes more into the future state of an independent Scotland, but one of the things about deficits is that you can control your deficit better when you have your own central bank. So when an independent Scotland has its own currency, which I think it should really have from day one, we'll be in control of our economy. If we're ever in a deficit that's having a negative impact, we'll be able to use the levers of that central bank to prevent anything from getting ridiculous. It's the exact same like why can the UK rack up £1 trillion deficit? Like how are they going to fulfill that? Well, the reason is we've got the Bank of England, and that's the UK central bank. If £1 trillion isn't doing any harm, although you could arguably look at the UK and say it's a load of shit, but the government's also gone through a whole raft of austerity policies for the better part of probably coming up 15 years now. Used to talk about the decade of Tory rule. It's definitely coming up for the 15. So, how do I feel about Scotland joining the Eurozone? Good question. Personally, I don't really want to, because I think there's people talk about sovereignty, and a lot of the time you'll hear that word from like Brexiteers and stuff. But monetary sovereignty, I would actually see as a completely different thing. And having monetary sovereignty means that we'll have all of the kind of economic levers again at our disposal, because we'll have our own central bank that looks after the Scottish currency, how it's traded worldwide, how it's managed, how it's governed, all that sort of really important bit. Whereas once we join the Eurozone, there will be that wee bit of, we won't have the same control. So if a my kind of main argument, obviously there'll be people who support joining the euro, and that's fine. They can support the euro. I probably won't support the euro, but the folk who do want to support the euro, that's cool. Do what you want. However, they will need to back a Scottish independent currency before the campaign to join the euro. So right now, obviously, before we left the EU, the UK was exempt from joining what's known as the European Exchange Rate Mechanism. Or I say exempt from joining, that's not true. You can sign up to something called the European Exchange Rate Mechanism, and it's almost like the transition period that sets out the requirements for joining the Eurozone. However, fulfilling those requirements is entirely optional. So that's why you've got countries like Sweden who don't use the euro, but they're in the EU. So there's no like prerequisite. Fair enough, like you'll hear unionists saying, "Oh, you'll have to sign up to join the euro." Might be true. On the flip side, there's actually nothing forcing us to meet the requirements to join the euro. And when we've got our own central bank, it means that we can actually essentially manipulate the currency so that we never meet the requirements, which is also kind of fine by me. I'd much prefer that Scotland has control over its own currency so that we can actually tailor our economy for the betterment of the people here. So that's kind of that bundle there. There's not, I mean, when you say drawbacks of having a deficit if you control the currency, there's not many. Again, like with austerity, what the government are trying to do is create a government surplus, right? Which doesn't really mean anything. It just means that the government is saving more than it's actually spending on the people. When you do so, like a good way to a kind of good saying is like a government's deficit is a people's surplus. A people's deficit is a government's surplus. That's a good way of looking at it. So naturally, you've like governments have to spend, and obviously, there's a whole bunch of reasons that why like taxes are a thing. The government essentially doesn't need tax to pay for things. That's not how governments like pay for tax, and it's a bit of a kind of double-edged sword, because obviously sometimes when you see that the government handed out contracts to their friends and stuff like that, and it's the people's. Imagine how much taxpayer dollar, they always talk about taxpayers' money went to fund that. It was probably the central bank that funded that, and it's not like governments have a household budget, and that's one thing that's kind of it's becoming a wee bit more recognised now, but understanding that a government doesn't operate like a household, and like when you spend all the money you have, or you go into your overdraft, you go below your overdraft and you're really struggling for cash, that's a problem for you. When a government does it that's backed by a central bank, it's not the same thing. They don't plunge into debt and they can't suddenly not pay for things. Of course, they still have to pay for things. So yeah, that's the kind of thing that that's the kind of thing that's addressing the kind of UK just now. The cool thing is that once Scotland has its own central bank, we can actually do some really cool things with it. There's people talking about universal basic income. That's fairly standard. But another thing that you can do with a central bank is create something called a job guarantee programme, which is something that I really, really support in an independent Scotland, because what a government could essentially do is create this job guarantee programme so anyone who needs a job or who wants a job has access to a government job, right? with a central bank and the ability to pay for those people, what the government can essentially do is say, we'll say that the minimum that we're going to pay someone is, let's just say, like, it's 12 quid an hour, right? That's the minimum wage that the government will pay any public sector worker, is 12 quid an hour. And this is just an example. Immediately what that does is put pressure on private sector organisations. So if you've got a public sector organisation that's saying, I'm just going to use an example here, but let's say anyone who wanted a job could be, I'm just going to use it, a bin man, right? And this is just a really standard one. A bin man, or someone who picks up litter in the street, or anything like that. Obviously there'll be a lot different types of public sector jobs, ranging from, you know, health and, you know, transport and all this sort of stuff. But if, you know, a bin man, minimum wage for a bin man would be £12 an hour. I don't know what it is just now, but that's an example. If you were being paid £8.50 an hour to, yes, the NHS does count as public sector, yeah. So I mean, again, so like a nurse, for example, if a nurse was being, like, if a nurse's minimum wage was £12 an hour, but people had to, so I'm going to go back to the bin man example because it's better. So the bin man example with a job guarantee program, if you have £12 an hour that the government is paying any bin man, there is a motivation for private sector workers who are maybe looking for, you know, baristas or shop assistants or anything like that. They will effectively have to match the government's minimum wage, right? It's how it kind of works. The jobs would have to really, really suck for the public sector to get people to accept lower wage with private sector organisations. So it's a way to almost legislate for minimum wage without actually saying this is the minimum wage that everyone has to do. Because the government's fulfilling that role of providing jobs for anyone who wants them, there will always be this competition with the private sector, that the private sector goes, we actually need to pay these people more to entice them to work for us. Now, obviously the crunch there comes with, you know, smaller businesses, like small cafes and stuff who maybe can't afford that. But then with the central bank, there's obviously government that can support local businesses as well. You know, however, like I'm thinking of Amazon Warehouse here. So if you think about Amazon Warehouse and they advertise, I think it's like tenner an hour. If the Scottish Government was like, we're offering a job guarantee programme that's £12 an hour, immediately Amazon needs to raise it, and potentially raise it higher than the government's to make it feasible, you know. So yeah, that's another thing. Yeah, I mean, there's a bunch of, like, you know, public sector. You know, the trains being nationalised, you'll be a public sector employee. Anyone who works for the NHS, whether that's in you know, nursing or doctor or maintenance of the hospitals or engineers that fix the X-ray machines, unless of course it's outsourced. Anything, if you're employed by, like, I mean, again, teachers are public sector because they're employed by councils. There's a whole raft that cover public sector. So that's that. Any other questions? I feel like I'm going off on tangents and the stream's already 45 minutes long, which is bizarre. Yeah, so ScotRail's contracted by the government just now. However, it was voted to be nationalised, and it's one of the main policies to essentially nationalise it. So hopefully that means, unfortunately, I mean, the way that trains work in the UK is a fucking just ridiculous. So the UK government control what's known as Network Rail, which is essentially all of the tracks, and the Scottish government want to nationalise ScotRail, which is actually the trains on those tracks. What we would like to happen is obviously nationalise the full thing, because that immediately means that the government can say, right, we're actually going to expand the railway network. At the moment, there's that kind of friction between the operation of the trains and the tracks, which is a bit of an issue that will need to be solved, and will need to be solved probably post independence, because I can't imagine the UK government wanting to hand over control of the tracks. Um, Sky, what do the two different votes mean? Really cool. So, two different votes. You'll be voting for a constituency seat tomorrow, and you'll also be voting for a list seat tomorrow as well. So the way that it works is that you'll live in a constituency, and you will vote for the MSP to be in that constituency. However, you've also got a second vote for the list seat. And the way that this kind of works is it's slightly more representative. So, for example, if the candidate that you wanted to win in the constituency seat didn't get in, there's a chance that they're on the list as well, for the for that area. Now the list seats are bigger. I think there's 7 regions in Scotland, whereas there's 100 and 120 plus constituencies. So you do have 2 votes tomorrow. Of course, one issue that it's hard to say if it's a big issue, but there's obviously a lot of, give your vote to one party in your constituency seat and one party in the other. I really don't like the idea of like gaming the system at all. Like, a lot of people try and game the system in a way that, they want, they're going to tactically vote for one in the constituency and tactically vote for something in the list. Just vote for the party you want to win. If you do want to split your vote, that's absolutely fine, because you might be kind of split down the middle. But I think the main thing is that on the day, you'll never know if the candidate that you vote for in the constituency seat will actually win it. So if you vote for one party in the constituency that loses, but you've given your vote to another party, then there's no chance of the person in the constituency seat getting elected. Does that make any sense? Or am I just talking nuts? Talking nuts? Talking shite. Sorry, Perlo, I missed your question. What about small private sector films affected by COVID? I think the way that the kind of business response has been, it's obviously been really tough for businesses this year. In regards to, 73 constituencies, 56 regional seats, 129 seats overall. Cheers, Dreamero. Also, thank you very much for the follow. I appreciate it. So when it comes to one thing that I always find really unfair, and it's something that Labour is particularly guilty of, is that there's lots of things that the Scottish Government does that mitigate a massive amount of shit that comes from Westminster. So, you might have heard of the bedroom tax, you might have heard of, even things like what we get. We get free tuition, free prescriptions, free elderly care. There's a whole raft of things that we're provided, that obviously the Scottish Government spends budget on or mitigates entirely because the UK government's imposed it. And Labour always seem to say, well, why aren't you doing this as well? And for me, it's just really, really annoying. Think of some of the amazing things that have came out of the last Parliament. Things. One of the greatest things actually for the whole of Scotland, and it's something that we should be really proud of as a country, is the baby box, right? The baby box is an idea that originally came from Finland. It is a box that you get when you have a baby, funnily enough, and it is filled with essentially baby goodies, right? So everything from clothes to books to thermometers to check their temperature properly and stuff like that. The box actually functions as a cot for kind of early babies and stuff like that, and it's got a poem that's written to the baby in it, and it's written by one of I think it's the Scots Macar. There's tons of really good stuff in that box, and I think it it kind of speaks to our approach to everything as a nation, because everyone is eligible for the baby box when they're born, and in a way it kind of helps start everyone off on an equal footing. I know that sounds a bit like philosophical, because obviously people will be born into super rich families, people might be born into poverty, but it means that everyone's getting that kind of. I mean, I'm a big fan of universalism, right? I think people always say, why aren't we means testing school dinners, right, or school lunches, and that's another thing that the likes of Labour always go for. It's like, why are you giving free school meals to like kids whose families can afford it? And the issue with that, and I suppose it's just the lack of experience of Labour in actually governing a country, um, is that it's probably more taxing on the government to fund the all the systems and all the kind of back end systems, ancillary systems, to means test absolutely everyone, right? Imagine if like means testing individual kids to see whether their families qualify for free school meals. It's actually better to delegate a certain amount of cash and say, well, that covers school meals for the year for everyone, um, and we don't need to spend, you know, well, we don't need to pay people to go and like sort through it all. And yeah, why free prescriptions went universal, why free tuition's a thing, it's because paying for all the ancillary systems would probably mean would probably cost more in effect, you know. And can you get a retrospective baby box only 24 years late? We'll just fill it with like PC gaming parts, Dylan, and you know we'll put some, like, I don't know. Do you drink? We'll put Iron Brew in it. That's what we'll do. I was gonna say Monster, and then I was like, why would I recommend someone drinks Monster? Um, Eli and the opposition demand they mitigate something they support in Westminster. Oh God, I absolutely 100% hate that, and I think that speaks a lot to kind of Labour's hypocrisy and stuff. I'm really gunning it for Labour tonight. I mean, the Tories, we all know that the Tories suck, but I think Labour are really insidious with how they've approached this election. They've been trying to make themselves out to be the good guys, but they're just receiving orders from Keir Starmer, who is hopeless, and embarrassing. Um, hey, some scary guy, how you doing? We are chatting about the Scottish elections, which are tomorrow. So if you're Scottish, remember to vote, and don't vote for a unionist party. Oh, I'm out of water. This sucks. So yeah, anything else? As a child of an Atos employee firm, she means testing is a bad thing. Yeah, 100%. The most disgusting story I've ever heard about mean like not means testing, but the most disgusting story was like benefit assessments, was that apparently to get benefits in one area, you had to walk down a kind of corridor to get to the centre, and apparently the corridor was the length that basically meant if you could walk it to get your benefits, it meant that you weren't actually eligible for them because you could walk that amount. And I think that is, it's just the scummiest fucking tactic I have ever heard of in my entire life. So you had people who struggled to get on public transport, struggled to actually get to the place in the first place, who then struggle their way along this corridor to go and get assessed for social security and stuff, and then being told that they walked the corridor, and if they could do it without aid, then they were absolutely fine. And it's just hate it. I part of me thinks that might be an urban myth, but I wouldn't put it past them. Put it that way. I wouldn't fucking put it past them. So yeah, I think there's a whole host of stuff that's just proper shite about the UK, and we need to get out as soon as possible. That's what we need to do. Cool. I'm absolutely busting for some more water. And is there any kind of last questions? Um, yeah, UBI is a good shout. I think they want to trial it actually amongst a certain group in the next kind of parliament. What if, like, we need independence and we need that central bank to be able to roll out UBI fully. There's no way we can roll out UBI to absolutely everyone in Scotland without control over an economy. Because, again, Scotland can't borrow like above its kind of cap limit. So we need to we need independence basically. Vote for a party that backs independence. And that isn't a bigotry party. Bigotry party. One thing you've mentioned. What are you saying, Dylan? UK government going on about how, like magic money tree and all that total shit, and then it turns out that there is a magic money tree. It's called the Bank of England. Yeah, it's just scum. I'm fucking pricks. Cool. Right, folks. I think that's me for tonight. This has been a short one. Obviously, it was half fun and games to start with, and half answering questions, which was really good fun. We should totally do we should do more political streams, and that's my bad. And maybe it's one of the things that, like, obviously in election season it's quite good, but in other times it can be quite dry. So we'll wait and see what happens. More political videos, and more political streams. Right, gotcha. Yeah, positive. Okay, right, guys, I'm leaving. Vote tomorrow. Everyone vote, please. Please vote. Make sure that you're, stand up and be counted, and yeah, let's fucking kick the unionist arses. Let's go. It's go time, baby. Go vote. See you in a bit, folks, and I'll see you tomorrow. Next stream tomorrow starts at 6 o'clock, so be there. And then we're going to be going from 6 till probably about 10, which will be hell on earth, but great fun. See you all soon. Catch you in a bit. Bye-bye.